when we started doing this in 2010, I thought that we'd kind of get overrun with people wanting to donate things to help us, and so I didn't even come close to really understanding how difficult it was going to be. And even with things like you can see we've got tractors and cranes on the ground out there. It's amazing how people want to refurbish those things, and they don't want to part company with them. So the university's had to buy nearly everything you see here because they've got value, even though they might not be operational anymore. People have intent to do things with them, and so we've had to buy them. We were really fortunate that Queensland Rail were able to support us and make it available. There's only 5 of these locomotives left, and so we need to really look after it, and if we ever finish with it, Queensland Rail want it back for the museum. It's probably the centre of attention for most people. All of the rail industry historical people are really kind of interested that we're giving it another life. But everybody at the university, from the Vice-Chancellor down, are 100% behind these projects, and it's pretty exciting really that we've had the opportunity to do it. It's exciting for Bundaberg, I think, certainly generating a lot of interest, and the student numbers are growing, and the inaugural course starts on Monday, so only just made it in time. But it's really exciting because these courses are unique in the way that we're running them here. So its sole purpose is for teaching new investigators. And it supports our globally unique Bachelor of Accident Forensics degree, which is designed to teach people the things that you need to know to investigate anything. So it draws from all transport domains and all industries. But the exciting part about the course on Monday, it's the first one we'll be running solely, specifically on rail safety investigation, with a strong slant towards derailment investigations. And so we're able to set those scenes up so the students are able to take their time studying it. One of the disadvantages of the traditional way this is done on the job is that when an accident occurs and they go out to do the investigation, there's always pressure on returning the system to operation. So if the train's got derailed and it's closed a rail line, or a car accident on a road, there's always pressure to clear the wreckage away and get the road back open or the train running again. And whereas here we can set it up and stay for as long as the students need it so that they get the learning. And that's really one of the other unique parts about this.
Yeah, we do have a range of scenarios we can set the rolling stock up into. Everything from a derailment, collisions, level crossing collisions, exceedance of authority, collision with people, collision with other train, and split points derailments and those things. We have this derailment here, and the students have been taking the point of derailment measurements, cross levels, gauge measurements, and top and line. And with the diesel down the other end, the locomotive, we've had that set up into a collision with a maintenance trolley. So we have a few students down there actually measuring, point of impact, collisions, debris field, and the reasons why there was a exceedance of authority into a work site. Yeah, well, I think there's probably been an identified need for better investigations in rail in Australia. And there's not too many of these courses that have been run previously. There was a couple of pilots that ran from another organisation that never really got off the ground because of access to rolling stock, and it's very difficult on an open running line. So this is actually a captured area, and we can actually set up simulations without actually having to worry about other live trains in the vicinity. So this is probably very good in that perspective. We can actually address most of the hazards in the real environment down to this area. Hopefully we got a better educated investigator out into the real world to actually go out there and be a viable member of an investigation team. So hopefully when they leave here, they can actually go out there and actually determine causal factors, and also put some recommendations into the system to prevent recurrence of an event.